provided they are done with the no such technique that behind should be clean hygienic practice should be followed while inserting them, so that no complication would happen. Condoms are being supplied at home, emergency contraceptive pills are being supplied at home, oral contraceptive pills are being supplied at home. We are just waiting in Delhi for the injectable part because Government of India is rolling out in phases. Some of the states have got these supplies. Injectable contraceptives will be getting most probably next 3 months. Same for the centrochromone, which is a non-hormonal pill, will be supplied to us in coming times.
I just want to go a step further. 80% of the care is still in the private sector.
Yes, sir.
Only 20% is being catered in the government sector.
It's reverse. We scatter to about, now I will say more than this, approximately 60% of people are coming to our sectors.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whether 30%, 40% number is not my issue. I'm only trying to say, even if you say 40% is in the private sector, okay, why can't every family doctor, MBBS doctor in the city, be your brand ambassador? Be your brand ambassador. He is a part of National Health Program. I'm not talking about only family planning. And if he is a part of Family Welfare Program, then he is entitled for, say, contraceptives, say OCPs, say emergency contraception, say condoms, say ORS, say iron folic acid tablets. As a part of National Health Program, he provides them free to the people, maintains a register with phone number, email number today, which can be traced. Why can't it be? Now what will happen is he will be charging his consultation fee. So those people who are willing to pay his consultation fee will go, but they don't have to go to the government. So suppose a person comes to me and I said, now you want free contraceptive, you go to that office. Why can't, at least it can be tried in Delhi. At Delhi, the new government is willing to do experiment. Why can't it be tried as a Delhi model? That 10,000 practicing doctors in the city are brand ambassadors for national health programs, state health programs, and all those facilities which are available in the state can be procured by them under some riders. Rider has to be, they have to maintain a
record. So that is, now we are having all records are online records, sir. We have made portals, they have to enter online data. And so they give us an undertaking that they won't charge every patient because of this services.
No, I'm taking other way around. I'm taking other way around. I'm talking about if they are charging their consultation fee, let them. Because people are not coming to them as a replacement for the government. I'm telling you, those people who are available in the private
sector. People have to declare what is the consultation fee. They declare, this is my consultation fee, I won't charge more than this.
This is old practice. I mean, our hospital has been getting all these things.
So we are
20 years back, but for the last 10 years it is not there.
So that's it. If they give us, this is the consultation fee and they won't charge for the product, the government should have no objection to this.
That's what I'm saying. They have to provide, when they are part of the national program, they have to provide these things free. The receipt can be pre-designed, where it is written.
And then you should be clear that
patient can sign.
This is my consultation fee.
Patient can sign that these are available free of cost to the doctors. Now, on the contrary, the doctors will have more practice with that they are participating in a national program. With that, so all those things which you are say now vector-borne diseases are coming. Okay, I talked to the MCD, I talked to NDMC, I talked to everybody. I said this Tamifos, your breeding checkers, your Machhardani net, whatever you are distributing, they should also be available through a chippy. If you are providing it free, because
it should be available to everyone.
Should be available to anybody. Say ORS. If you have available chlorine tablets. So if suppose a Jubi wala comes to me, and because he doesn't want to go to the government because he feels 8 hours will go in his OPD, if he is willing to pay 100 rupees and that is, he is entitled for a chlorine tablet.
Should happen, sir. I think that's a very good suggestion. I will put forward it to the.
So this can be experimented by, and then around you will get a force of 10,000 doctors with you.
Sure.
You don't have to pay them salaries. Otherwise, you will have to put down your ASHA workers in urban areas. You will have to give them salaries. You will have a brand ambassadors of 10,000, 5,000, even 1,000 to start with. Those doctors who are making it available as. And number one. Number two is we can offer all our centers, say we have 4 buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. IMA has 4 buildings in Delhi. Okay, the government can come out with and have a center there in each one of them for free distribution.
Provided they give us the feedback also, consumption rate. What is the consumption rate? How many consumption rate they are giving to us?
Put down we are running a successfully Jan Aushadhi Kendra,
Yeah.
and we are almost contributing 10%.
No, sir, I appreciate it. In Pulse Polio also, the private doctors contributed immensely.
So therefore,
The success of the program.
if you really want this family planning advice and everything to be, then we, so for example, if a family comes to me, I said these are my advice, and then if you want free here, otherwise buy it from the market.
Sure. That can be
When
done.
free is, see what happens is when free is available, when you say this 20% is unmet needs,
Yeah.
why? We need to find out why. And that from my point of view, that why is they don't want to go to the government sector, and in the private sector they don't get it free.
Sure.
Say if a condom, how much a condom would cost in a private sector?
10 to 20 rupees.
10 rupees. Okay, so that means if he has to buy 10 rupees, he has to, suppose he comes to a doctor, he has come to a doctor for fever.
And provides free of cost.
For fever. Okay, now he asks for a contraception advice. He says use condom. He says if I go to the government sector, I can't get it. Private sector, I have to buy 10 rupees. So if he gets 10 rupees from is free of cost from there, he will use it. So these 20% unmet needs are not because they are not reaching, but they don't want to go to the government sector.
That's
And
one
in the
barrier.
private sector, it's not available free.
That could be one barrier.
You even can come out with a law in Delhi
Sir,
that nobody will sell in a GP all the supply. Say for example, when GP dispense,
yeah.
they cannot dispense ORS. ORS will only be available free.
Yeah. That can come out.
So these types of issues, then this model can be experimented as a Delhi model. Then your scenario can change. Otherwise,
So for the condom, I would like to say we are even planning to put condom vending machines.
There were at many places, MCD put up all these toilets.
see again nobody says
For the female toilets, we will put them condom vending machines, and so that they can easily access them anytime.
I know. Still getting it from the doctor.
The counseling part is very important. Counseling part is very important. I agree with you, sir.
And this way you will be able to involve the doctors for a charity, for a community participation, for a public health program.
I agree, sir.
With that. Now
And all these vending machines that were put up that time, there were no refills, number
So
one.
now that's what
And
we
in
came
3
to
months,
know.
all the machines were broken and taken away.
see, we are working on, yesterday we had a long meeting, we are doing a campaign on dengue, and same problems are coming. My patient comes, he says, Doctor, you are telling me I have a dengue, okay, send me a bleeding checker, help me out, how to identify, doctors don't know. They say you are telling me to put kerosene, he says, firstly I can't afford, give me Tamifos, and Tamifos, when I ring up,
Delhi is a kerosene-free city now, sir. Kerosene is not available most of the
then
time.
when do I put?
It's a kerosene-free city.
What do I put? You
Petrol,
say,
sir. We can use petrol, any oil,
petrol
otherwise
is it
it's
cheaper?
again
Is it cheaper?
costly.
I mean, we are telling people to
Yeah,
imagine
waste.
number of
Yeah.
coolers in Delhi, and if everybody starts putting petrol,
That will cost us a lot.
that will cost us a lot. So therefore, the answer is Tamifos. But then Tamifos is
Not available easily again.
no, but it should be available through the
To
doctor
the doctors also.
or through the doctors. The doctor should be able to. Any dengue patient should be able to supply. Now, what is happening is Delhi has got 3 lakh Machhardani, the mosquito nets. Okay. Now they are supposed to be given to whom?
Patients only.
Only.
Patients
So they are I'm seeing every day camp is going on and they are distributing free to the people. So therefore, who should get every hospital bed in Delhi should be given a free mosquito net?
Sure.
None are available.
I won't be able to comment, sir. I'm
No,
not looking after.
I'm
I'm not looking after this.
No, we are not discussing here. I'm only talking about it.
I won't be able
So
to
what
comment
happened
on
as
this.
on today, none of the private hospital I have visited. Even my own hospital, there is no mosquito net available. So therefore, these types of national programs, whether OCP, whether contraceptive, whether
Should be made available.
they should be made available with certain riders.
Definitely.
With certain riders, those who want to participate, they should be able.
They should be.
Then only we will be able to reach that
So,
FP20.
I will say for the World Population Day, I exhort all private practitioners to come forward. We have been calling them in all our meetings. We have called Foxy people, we have called IMA people. So they are also being in the board. But this solution has come for the first time. I will definitely put it to the authorities to decide upon these issues. But we have been telling all these things to all our partners, our private doctors who are our partners in this program.
any strategy to involve GPs as such? I mean, going to
So
the
that's what
GPs and
IMA
talking
and
to
DMA
them.
were called to this meeting so that they take the message forward. We should my personal appeal also in the DMA bulletin.
You have a list of DMC
DMA
members
bulletin,
already.
so that message reaches to all the members of the DMA also. I've sent a IMA appeal to the DMA bulletin also.
What are the main points in that?
So appeal is this, which I have talked about, that to counsel the life cycle approach, each client which is coming to them should be counseled for the various methods which are available over this. The main message which I've given to you, how many pregnancies will be averted.
Let me explain to you. A GP by family, there is a finance department circular with me, and they says in the India, an average doctor is supposed to spend 5 minutes
With the patient.
with the patient, and in 5 minutes, doctor is supposed to wash his hand twice, take history, go back to his complete. There is no records, so he has to look after all the records, examine him, counsel him, treat him, write the treatment, and yet not make a mistake. And in those 5 minutes, now you want him to be counsel about family planning also. It's not possible.
That's a cross.
That's simple.
If I say, if you're
I'm
talking about
coming to
nutrition,
you.
you're talking
Therefore,
about
I'm saying
nutrition,
is, as on today, it is impossible. As on today, it is impossible. Let's be practical that in 5 minutes, now you say next. Yeah, when we sit in the OPD, we says, Acha, theek hai. He says, Khansi Jukam, next. Then, I mean, automatically we say next, because the workload is so much. So therefore, simultaneously we should have, I'm not denying it, simultaneously we should have some approach. Say, for example, I'm against disease awareness. Because if you talk about blood, because if I start creating about stroke awareness, then heart attack awareness, then diabetes awareness, it is impossible. So therefore, we should only talk about common. Say, if you do these 4 things, all diseases will be covered.
Yeah.
Okay. So therefore, if I have to talk about counseling, I must not talk about anything unusual, anything for the first time, anything which cannot be explained. Come to a doctor. Warning signals over. 1 line. Second line is formula of 18, do this, all lifestyle diseases are out. Third line is only 1 line on hygiene. Fourth is 1 line on family planning. So similarly, if I have 5 issues, so I should have 5 sutras, 1 on each, and that sutra should be available either on my prescription pad. So like my visiting card, if you see, it talks about formula of 80, how to avoid a heart attack. Similarly, in their visiting letterhead, if we can come out with 5 sutras, 1 on hygiene, 1 on diet, 1 on exercise, 1 on family planning, 1 on financial advice, because now we're talking about how to plan your finances, because you should ensure yourself.
And on nutrition also, sir.
Nutrition part of it.
So
So if we can come out with 5 or 6 sutras which can be standardized, and the government and the IMA.
Sir, that's your domain, sir, because you have been doing it so well.
Why not? I know.
The Formula 20 also gave for Maggie, sir.
Yes, absolutely. So this the idea is coming just now as a part of discussion. And if we can come out and the government and IMA can endorse that, that becomes, because otherwise it's impossible. Because family planning advice should be 1 line. I don't have, he can't have time for more than that. That 1 line should contain all the messages. And then if somebody is interested, he will ask questions. Because out of 5, hit the iron when it is hot. A person who is not interested in family planning, a 60-year-old is not interested. So for them, 1 line is sufficient. And then anybody who wants that, he will specifically ask that question.
Sure. That's why we are creating such a big hype. We have taken Amitabh Bachchan ji on the board, so that each age group gets sensitized and they will come back to our private doctors asking for these issues. So we are trying to create that sensitization in each group of age groups. And particularly like to talk about the male participation also in this whole effort, sir. Because what we are seeing that non-scalpel vasectomy is the easiest method of contraception for any eligible couples. Because it doesn't involve any cut to be given in the abdomen or any.
I think that's going down.
So it's going down. That's what I'm talking about, male participation. And more persons should come forward, because no hospitalization is an outdoor procedure. You enter into and you can walk out immediately. To highlight that people have a myth. No, you don't lose any potency. You remain as men as them today. Rather, I have taken out and you become a gentleman. That you have taken care of your wife and really not
What
let
is
her
the
go.
failure rate?
So failure rate is there definitely for anything which we do. The failure rate is there, but it's always covered. We have insurance schemes coming out with the government of India. If you have failure rate and you report back to us, we always compensate for that also.
No, what is the?
Approximately 6 to 8%, which I remember. I
It's
don't
very
know.
high.
6 to 8%. So Mr. Answer is not very high, sir. Not very high, because you never know about this. I will check my facts further if you think it's on the higher side, but I think that's what the failure rate
6
is.
to 8% for the private
Mr.
sector is not for us
I will
to
check it, sir.
propagate.
Most of that's what I think is 6 to 8%, but I may be wrong also, sir. I will check it further, but that's
There
what.
have been cases when people have gone to the court.
So
for
we
failure of these
compensate.
things, you know.
We compensate, sir. That's a government of India's scheme now. That if you have a failure and you've come
And
back
that
to
is
us
only
within
for
3
those
months.
people who are faithful in their partnership.
Yeah.
For people who are not faithful, NSP
They
is
should
not,
also go for NSV,
but
sir.
then it's not going to
So
protect.
why do they make another
It's
lady
not going
pregnant
to-
which is not even known to them in casual sex?
Unfaithful means they are anyway using condoms.
They are not even using condoms. They
have
get
to-
HIV,
To
sir.
prevent HIV, they are
They
using
should
condoms.
use condoms.
Therefore, I'm saying that when they're using condoms, they say, why should I go for
That's
NSP?
also, this condom definitely people think it's only for HIV, it's also for the family planning.
But I'm trying
It's
to say,
also for the family.
most of the people, them are using condoms, therefore they don't want to go to
Go to
NSP.
NSV.
Because
Sure, you're right, sir.
I'm only talking about it, that extramarital, this issue is not being discussed in the
Yeah.
society. But extramarital affairs are on the rise. More will be the rise in extramarital affairs, less will be the NSPs.
NSVs.
Because there the more emphasis will be on condoms.
So we always say this, that ultimately it's just not your life, it's the life of the partner also, which is very important. So people take it in the both ways. Some of the men are now coming forward. This year we have seen a rise of NSV happening in Delhi. That men are coming forward, we are trying to publicize it as forward and getting NSV done in Delhi. That's a very good thing. The doctors can motivate. We are holding camps in various hospitals and we publicize in the DMA bulletin also, sir. Each camp is publicized in DMA bulletin that this week, this doctor will be available in this hospital. Please send your patients over there.
Again, I'll go further step. Again, you are doing a camp. Okay, and that's free.
Yeah.
What about a camp in the private sector?
Sir,
Which is fixed rate. I'm talking
So
about
we are providing free of cost. If you can give the services in private or the free of cost, we have no objections to
not
this.
doing it today.
We are ready to do
The
this.
centers are not.
We are ready to do this. We have to do it free of cost.
There's
No, I'm
coordination.
talking something different. I'm talking about a couple who wants a NSP.
Yeah.
They don't want to go to the government sector. They want to go to the private sector.
Yeah.
Why can't, if you are talking about a national program,
Yeah.
when you can regulate the fee of dengue test, why can't we regulate that in a private sector there is an MRP that you cannot charge more than
Again,
that?
sir, a policy decision I won't be able to comment, sir. But
You are a
because
policymaker, you are a policy
I will say,
suggestor.
so I will say it's a free of cost.
No,
If
no,
the private doctors can give it free of cost,
They will never do it.
and
Let's-
we provide some
let's-
incentive to the provider, service
let's
provider,
be-
we
let's
provide
be-
about
let's be
1100
practical,
rupees
let's-
or some rupees given to the person who's doing it.
Let's be practical that in the private sector, for some of them, this is the bread and butter. Okay, but it has a national program, anything which is national program, there should be a capping in the private sector. Then what will happen? Suppose I know in a private sector that 10,000 is the capping. I can go anywhere, 10,000 I can afford. I'll say do my NSV, I'm paying 10,000.
So that will most
But
probably
today,
come-
as on today, but as on
Clinical
today,
Establishment Act will be able to answer. I won't be
no,
able to
clinical
answer.
establishment act will not be able to
Totally able to
answer
answer
this.
this part of it,
Clinical
because for us,
establishment-
we should provide services free of cost, and provider does get some money for doing this operation. Maybe in the government or maybe in private. Anyway, you get some money, approximately a very meager amount, but you get about 600 rupees or so for doing an NSV, a small amount.
How often you coordinate with private sector for these camps, you know, for example, you identify 5-6 hospitals in Delhi and tell them on this day, we are coming there and distributing these things on behalf of the government and the
We
department.
can do this.
How will you do it? You don't do it now.
So, that's why I've called the people in my meetings, various meetings which I hold for to publicize these methods. DMA people are called. If they give us this proposal, I'm ready to consider it, sir. Definitely. If they provide us a space, we are more than keen to do this, but services has to be free of cost as per the government of India
But your
guidelines.
people are also there, no problem.
Sure, sir. We can do this.
There is a publicity, for example, in Krishnanagar, you come there,
Okay.
there is a wide publicity in the area that you people are coming there that
Sure,
day.
sir. We can do this.
We are providing you the place and maybe a doctor of our own also. And your doctor is there,
We
ANM
can
is
do
there.
this.
See, right away, I can offer you Indian Medical Association premises. We have a Jan Aushadhi clinic.
Yes, thank you, sir. I will really think about this.
No,
That's
no,
a
no, I
very
can
prominent location.
right away I can give you is that all your contraceptives, this and this, you can make it available through us, distribution to free to the people. I can even come out, make a video with you.
Sure, sir.
Okay, then what we will put down is that before taking say these things, you have to first watch this video. Then it is free. So they see that video and then it is given free.
Okay, sir.
I'm linking it to that so that I don't require a counselor, I don't require a doctor. You watch this video and get it free.
That will be good, sir. We can always think
I'm
about
willing-
this
as
and
an
having an
experiment,
outlet
I'm willing to do it.
of our contraception choices right in the IMA hall. That will be great, sir. And we can always publicize. They put up a hoarding or put up a banner over there that people.
Right,
whatever
what I'm only
materials-
trying to say is let's work on a model for
Ji, ji, ji.
20 minutes video or a 10 minutes video that they have to watch that video. We can make a place there, people continuously the video is going on. That they have to say मैंने video देख लिया, then you come back and take it free and go, write, enter and go.
And the issue was sex education in schools. Are you working on that, or is the other department doing it?
Sir, the program which is you're talking of is the adolescent education program, and that has been distributed to all SCRTs, and various activities are being done through Directorate of Education in schools to publicize this method of adolescent education program, and that includes many other things. It's just not about sexuality issues, that includes drug abuse, substance abuse, which is a very critical area for the adolescent part, that includes nutrition part, that includes mental health issues. The government of India has launched a full-fledged program which is known as RKSK, Rashtriya Kishore Swasthya Karyakram, and that my department is also implementing it to the schools, to the students, adolescents who are not going to schools. The school part is being taken care of by the Directorate of Education.
Even in private schools?
So private schools are also being roped in slowly, but not we have.
You can make it compulsory, why don't you do it? I mean, basically,
There are
you can-
lot of political issues involved before. I hope this will be taken care of by this time. You know, last time when we started ruling it out in different schools, quite a few political issues also cropped up at that time. So we have
Optimum age for doing this is 8th class, 9th
so
class?
10 to 19 years of age, which is taken as adolescent age group.
Yeah.
And starting from, we even say 13 to 19 age groups, we should talk about these issues in a very fairly and open manner.
Yeah.
Because they are, we are seeing, as Dr. was saying about rise in teenage pregnancy. I won't say rise, but teenage pregnancy is a reality in my city also. So we need to talk about these issues definitely. I totally agree with you. And there also we should talk about contraception, the condom issue, that everything should be made available to them. I know the adolescents have a lot of barriers. I haven't seen even a girl of my cities walking straight away asking for a sanitary napkin from a chemist. They either send their mothers, fathers who buy sanitary napkins for the girl child. So what to talk of the condoms being taken out from the. So that's why I was thinking putting the condom vending machines in the female toilets, where they can access it in their whole privacy. And I always seen this. I did this experiment when I was director of AIDS Control Society. That in the female toilets, a lot of respect was given to condom, and we always thought if the female is picking up a condom, it's likely to be used far more often rather than the male is picking it up. And there was no breakage of happening. The issue of refilling was there. Now we are trying to rope in HLL. They will be given contract to them to be regular refilling of the condom vending machines. So these issues are there with adolescents. They have a lot of barriers and buying these products or accessing these products even free of cost from various outlets which we have made available. But we should talk about these issues, and the education of adolescent education program is being rolled out in all the schools.
There was some problem in teachers also, I mean, talking.
They are also
to
at barriers. They are also at barriers. Same
Not
barriers.
only students having
barrier.
a
The
problem.
teachers also say we can't talk about the sexuality issues. You come
By
and talk
lady
about.
teachers there was a problem, by men teachers there was a problem in schools.
I go to so many schools and they used to say, Dr. Kapoor, you only have to come and talk about these
Yes,
issues.
yes, yes.
We can't talk about these issues. So ultimately, the barriers right up to parents even. Parents are not able to talk about these issues to their
Yes.
children. We really have to.
Another issue was, I mean, have you ever assessed that, because everybody wants to have a male child in the family, how many families go from second, third child to third child just to have a male child. Have you any assessment?
So that figures are also available. I'm not carrying this figure, but we have a female sex ratio about 896 at the moment in Delhi. Out of 1,000 males, we have about 896 females. But the things which I will provide
But
you.
896.
Sir, is we have that's a PNDT issue which I also am taking. Some other days we will talk about this PNDT
We'll
issue.
spend 10 minutes on
PNDT is a very critical issue with a lot of legal implications.
No, there's nothing legal implication. 896 is not acceptable.
I agree with you, sir. It's not acceptable.
It's not
It's
acceptable. Because I was thinking that Haryana and Punjab are reversed, but then 896 is.
So we have shown
And we are talking about 950. Our campaign at IMA
Yeah.
is to bring it to 950. Now, what I am trying to say is, what can IMA do on this issue? Because when we go to any of the meeting, the whole everything comes on doctors. Rakshas hai, ye hai, wo hai, hatyare hai, ye hai, wo hai. Everything comes on the doctors. And the biggest allegation comes is that IMA and DMA are not supporting. They are favoring doctors, they are not supporting the cause, and they are not taking actions against that. I am very clear, Medical Council of India rule 7.6 is very clear that if you are being caught with sex selection, what is the punishment in MCI?
So 3 years jail.
No,
That's what the act says.
no,
Maximum
I'm talking about MCI
Sir,
ethics
I'm talking about that.
regulation.
I'm concerned about implementation of PNDT Act.
MCI ethics regulation says your license will be deleted forever. You cannot practice forever. No, listen to me. See, if you give 3 years, you will come back and do the same thing after 3 years.
Sir, and simultaneously, this will also be done.
No, I'm only talking about is that
Because we inform immediately the person is convicted.
I am willing.
After conviction, we inform MCI also, and the action is to be taken by MCI. When we go to the court and we say,
I'm
that's what
saying
is
is
maximum
how
punishment.
can medical profession participate in your campaign?
So
to
first of
bring it
all,
to
let
950?
me with all respect to say that I respect all my medical professionals. There are black sheeps in all professions, sir. People who are doing it are black sheeps, but I will say 98%, 99% of my all people are good people. They are not into this, sir. Let me say with all respect to all my colleagues, sir. But there are some of the black sheeps which should be identified by us
No,
only.
I'm slightly different. Do you feel that the ratio of 896 is because of the medical doctors giving them the
No,
sex?
sir, I'm not saying this.
Just listen to me.
There are social issues involved,
No,
and
no, no,
pension
no, no,
issues
no, no, no,
involved.
no, 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 no. They will not get the no to sex without the doctor's help. So therefore, somewhere doctors are involved. But what we are talking about
Not
is
necessarily, sir. I've seen people who are getting caught. Some of them, not all of them, I will say, some of them are non-doctors. They are carrying
Therefore-
a television only and a mobile phone made as a probe and put on the abdomen, and they have to declare each and every pregnancy as a girl child only and take that person for the abortion also.
Therefore-
So make the double money out of the
therefore,
patient.
the one
So I'm
is
not blaming
one
all
is
my doctors,
quackery.
sir.
One is quackery.
Ji.
Second is now there is an ad coming. If you go to the website,
So that has been blocked, sir.
No.
Yesterday there was a lot of newspaper coverage of that also. That Facebook was carrying some ad and other
no.
things.
You go to the website right away
Ji.
and put down pink and blue male child test,
Yeah.
and you will be directed to a Bangkok site. You cannot ban them. Okay, there is a company, Pink and Blue. They are charging $25 for the blood test.
So
Fetal DNA.
I agree with you. People are
No,
going
no,
out
no,
of
no,
country
no,
to
no,
get it done.
no.
But that's the mindset. Again, we have to
Listen
change
to
the
me.
mindset.
Listen to me. What I am trying to say. Now they are offering 10,000, including your travel. They are offering including your travel. You pay us 10,000. We'll pick you up, drop you, do the blood test. Now this test is now available in Nepal, in Bangladesh, and other places. So therefore, what I am trying to say is, we are only blaming the medical profession. We are willing at an IMA level. I am willing to fight all my seniors on this issue. I am willing to come back with a statement that if anybody is caught doing this, we will cancel his membership of IMA. Plus, we will recommend to the MCI to suspend him.
Sure.
We want.
The doctor colleagues for doing this. I mean, they are
No,
not-
I'm telling you is,
that's-
Monga, are we willing to come out with a resolution that if anybody is caught
Doing it, yeah.
in doing this,
Indulging in it.
8.5 in Medical Council of India,
Hmm.
they says pending investigations, they can suspend the license.
Yeah.
Similarly, IMA can come to a resolution that if anybody complains about he is caught, inquiry is going on, he has been charge sheeted. Okay, whether convicted or not, on this issue, we will suspend his membership till he gets clear. And if he is convicted, permanently he cannot be a member of IMA. This bold step I am ready to take. I know my profession is not going to be ready. I am ready to take it.
I think 99% of them will be ready. I mean, it's not a big issue at all. Everybody is concerned about it. And I must tell you, Dr. Kapoor, it was IMA and the doctors who first raised voice against this inequality.
Sir, I respect all my professionals. I'm all for them. I'm a member of, proud member of IMA. I'm a proud member of DMA. I respect all my persons.
And
And
government
I have
will
total
be
faith in
later
them.
on.
Total faith in them that they shouldn't indulge into this practice.
So, dear colleague, and that's we are at the end of only 2 minutes are left. We had with us Dr. J.P. Kapoor, the Director of Family Welfare, Government of Delhi, and we did talk about a lot about the population stabilization, and we also did cover about the PNDT Act and the declining sex ratio, which is a concern as far as Delhi is concerned. To summarize, we did talk about that every general practitioner should talk about in his counseling, he should add the word of family planning. That means if you have to talk about 5 different types of counseling, one sutra which IMA now will work with the government of Delhi and with of its own to come out with sutras. One sutra has to be on nutrition, one sutra has to be on hygiene, one sutra has to be on finances, how to plan your finances, your insurance, your mediclaim and other things, and one has to be on warning signals, and one has to be on a general lifestyle. And if you have these 5 signals which should be there in every prescription of a doctor, it can be, IMA will try to get a standardized 5 sutras which can be a part of prescription, and 6 we can add is the vaccines. So if you can have, maybe 5 to 10 such type of sutras, we are going to try to bring in. Second thing is IMA will come out with some small videos on national health programs, and IMA would propose it to the government of India to make all IMA centers, IMA owned establishments, important clinics, where they can have these videos available, and they can get watch the video, and they can have the supply which is normally supplied free of cost, like OCPs, like contraceptives, and obviously with the rider that doctors will not sell them, and they will have to put it, they have to record and maintain a record of everything. We do want a couple of things. We do want doctors to promote NSV. That's
Male participation.
easy. And male participation, we want them to do it. We want them to have adolescent clinics. We want them to talk about, and our basic purpose is that if all IMA members work together, government, IMA workers, everybody work together, by 2020, we should be able to avoid 11 lakhs unsafe abortions in the country. 36 lakhs we should be able to avoid unwanted pregnancies, and we should be able to protect and prevent 47,543 maternal deaths. And so the only message I am giving is that let's all participate in this World Population Day by spending a couple of minutes every day to learn about the prevention techniques and involve them.
प्लान बनाओ, जिम्मेदारी निभाओ.
प्लान बनाओ, जिम्मेदारी निभाओ, और जो अमिताभ बच्चन कर रहा है वो देश के लिए कर रहा है, आप अपने पेशेंट्स के लिए करो. आप भी अपने छोटे छोटे ऐड बना सकते हो, अपने क्लिनिक पे दिखा सकते हो. If Amitabh Bachchan can be on the national TV, you can be in your local network TV for your own patients and in your nursing home or in your clinic. Me and Dr. Monga, we say goodbye to all of you, and we thank Dr. Kapoor.
Thank you very much for being here.
To be here with us.
Sir.
And that's all for today. We'll come back next week with another topic. Till then, goodbye.